Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Karima, and I will be taking you guys on a tour on the butterfly farm in Maya Center, Stann Creek District. And here we are, guys. The butterfly farm. Yakchin. That means dry season in English, guys. So come with me.
Just the blue morpho, it's all butterflies, they go through this life cycle, right? Even moths, they go through this life cycle, right? Okay, an interesting fact about butterflies, right? So butterflies, they taste with their feet, right? They taste with their feet, they have a compound eye, they are cold-blooded, and they listen, they have no ears, right? So they only listen with their antenna through sounds, sound waves, and vibrations, right? As displayed here, we have the female, and an adult blue morpho. That's how they will mate and produce, and the female will start to lay eggs. So for each butterfly, they all have a very special plant that they use to lay eggs on. And the same plant that they use to lay eggs on is the same plant that they will use to feed as a caterpillar. Right? So for the blue morpho, their special plant, the local name is called ants tree. Right? So the blue morpho, female blue morpho, will need to pitch on the leaf and taste if it's the right host plant or food plant that they lay eggs on. Right? If it's the right plant, then they will lay eggs on the leaf. In the wild, they will only lay 1 or 2 eggs on an entire tree. Right? That is for them to help save their so that they can have a less mortality rate, right? So that most of them can at least make it to the butterfly stage, right? In the wild, they have a lot of predators such as birds, lizards, it would be even frogs, right? So how they, even ants, right? Even ants, they feed on the eggs as well as the caterpillar, even the butterfly, right? So when the ants or the other insects would come on the leaf, they won't eat all of the eggs, right? They will only eat 1 or 2 because that's the only amount of eggs that is on the tree, right? And that's how they try to populate themselves in the wild. Here at the farm, it's different, right? Inside the butterfly garden, we only place 1 or 2 branches of ants tree so that all the eggs can be compiled in one area, right? So that it's easier for us to collect the eggs. In the wild, it's different how they do it, right? So once the eggs are being laid, at first the eggs will be just crystal clear. Just crystal clear, and after 2 days, that's when the eggs, black dot starts to appear around the eggs as an indication that the eggs are fertilized. It takes 7 days for the eggs to hatch into tiny caterpillars. Once it's ready, the caterpillar will first eat their eggshell and then they will get out, and that's when they start to feed on the leaf now, right? Again, it's not just any leaf that they will feed on, it's just the ants tree leaves, right? There, when you go across the road, you will learn that the tour guide will show you that they also feed on 2 other trees, right? But besides that, it's the only trees that they use to feed on, yes. The main one they prefer is the ants tree, right? That's the main one they prefer, right? Once the caterpillar is born now, it will remain in the caterpillar stage for around 50 to 60 days, which is equivalent to almost 2 months. So when the caterpillar is firstly born, it will only appear with this white and reddish color. Eventually, they will go through an instar or a stage whereby they will get rid of their caterpillar skin and get a new one, and then that's how they end up looking into this bright color now, right? This yellow, black, and reddish color. Eventually, the caterpillar will change its caterpillar skin again and get a new one, right? Now, the black, where the black area is, it will turn red, right? So it'll just be most likely just yellow and this red color, right? Eventually, before 40 days, the caterpillar will shed its complete skin again, right? Once it sheds its skin, it will already be around 40 days to 60 days, and it will form into a brown caterpillar now. Once it's in the brown caterpillar stage, it's around 3 inches, right? They grow at least 3 inches, right? And slowly they will stop to feed. As they are in the brown caterpillar stage, slowly they will stop to feed. Once they stop eating leaves, that's when they turn into a green caterpillar, right? When they turn green, they will shrink in size as well, right? And that's when we separate them from the others, right? We separate them from the others and we keep the green caterpillars in a single plastic container. Keep them in a single plastic container.
Okay, got it.
Once it is green, it means that we don't feed them leaves anymore, right? They don't need leaves anymore. They have fed on enough leaves. All they need is an area whereby they can be able to make their chrysalis. Right? Once they're in the green caterpillar stage, they will remain in that stage for around 3 days. Right? Then on the 3rd day, that's when they will start to form as a chrysalis. Right? This is how the entire caterpillar skin will, chrysalis or pupa. Chrysalis or pupa. Right? Once it will get rid of this entire caterpillar skin and it will form as a goo, right? Into a liquid state, right? It will form into this green liquid state and slowly it will form itself, shape itself into the chrysalis here, right? Or the pupa. Once it is in the chrysalis stage or the pupa stage now, it will remain in the pupa stage for 12 days. Right? 12 days. What happens in those 12 days is that as each day goes by, slowly a body part of the butterfly will start to form inside the chrysalis. Right? And on the 12th day, or after the 12th day, that's when they start to emerge. And it will only take 1 minute or 2 minutes just for the butterfly to get out of the chrysalis. Right? Once it's out, it will come out with its wings all crumbled and moist. Right? And eventually it will start to flap its wings slowly. It will flap its wings and as well it will start to pump blood all over their body because they have microscopic veins all over their body, right? So they try to get the blood flowing. Once the blood is flowing properly, the wings gets extended to its full size and in 35 minutes the butterfly will be ready to fly. Right? Once it starts to fly now, the female will let off a scent that will attract the males, right? And that's when they start to mate. Right? Once they start to mate now, the female, after 1 day, the female will start to produce fertilized eggs. And then the male will mate for around 2 more times, and then from there, in around 2 to 3 weeks time, then they will die. Right? The males, they live for around 2 weeks to 3 weeks. The females, they would go at least 3 weeks up to a month. Right? The only ones that would surpass a little over a month would be the owl butterflies. Right? The owl butterflies. Okay? And once the female starts to lay eggs again, then the cycle repeats itself. Right? Right, so what we have here now is all for display. So we'll see the eggs in real life, caterpillar, and then the chrysalis. Okay? Okay.
The eggs there, see the thing there, the eggs, you see the there?
Don't touch it. Show you the eggs.
See the eggs there, so they can eat, that's what's on the That's the caterpillar. Right? Yeah, see the stages in the down?
That's so cute.
What is that?
The caterpillar, that's a caterpillar larva. See there? See? Look at this. Caterpillar or larva.
It's the larva or the caterpillar?
Or caterpillar.
Larva, not lava. Larva.
Larva.
They try to let the predators don't see them at night. Right?
Okay.
Mainly, it's at night. The birds and all the other mostly the birds are all sleeping at night. So it makes it easier for them to move around and start to eat at night.
Look at it.
Like I said earlier, from the yellow caterpillar stage now, they eventually turn brown.
This is the second stage.
This is, yes, it's the same stage as the caterpillar stage.
But
It's just a little, the
it changed the
caterpillar
color
is
as
more
well.
older.
Older.
The caterpillar is more older now.
If I move,
And then they turn green.
Yeah. I see the crystal is that one. Why you take that one?
This is the pupa now.
Sorry, I mean, that's the pupa.
Pupa, yes. The crystal is early.
That's what I said.
The butterflies, alright? So I will pass this on so that everyone can get to hold it, alright? Just please be careful, okay?
Okay, okay. Hold it 4 stages. And take a
4
photo.
stages of the butterfly.
Hold it down. Hold it up at the ground so take off the chain.
More caterpillars.
So the name of the farm. Okay, how you pronounce the name of the place?
Yashkin.
Yashkin. What that meaning?
Are different butterflies. These ones are malachite butterflies.
You say you need that for one of the questions. Maybe one type of butterfly.
You know? It mean dry season. Dry season is that the word mean?
Yes, yes.
Put in bracket here and dry season. That you could remember that is a Mayan word.
Jane on my blog. That's my friend. Say hi, Teacher Jane. Jane. Oh.